Hi everyone, we split the replay of this stream into 2 parts because this next part covers sensitive topics that were not included in our original content warnings. We strongly recommend checking our updated content warning list in the video description, and we will be giving a second warning later in the video before the section in question.
Ooh.
All right, which do we want?
I think Yakos.
Well, here's my question.
Here.
Do we want to start one of these, or do we want to wait until
Next week?
next time?
We could. It's a little bit early because we started late, but I'm down to stop here.
We could stop here. I'm good for going for a little bit longer.
Go a little longer. I was just curious.
Fair enough. Let's jump into Yako, though.
Yeah. It's my baby.
Yeah, you haven't done a voice for a little while, and I need a break.
Summary of previous
Hitomi's
events.
help.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay. Hitomi's help. Yako Sakazaki. Summary of previous events. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure about how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Yako Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Yako's home.
Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine.
Huh?
Ah, you're up.
Huh? It's morning? Oh,
Are you okay? Can you remember your name?
I'm... Ooh, which one should I... I think it's obvious.
The Spectre of the Spirit Board is one of the options.
I like that one.
Too dark?
Maybe a little too dark.
Okay. Yes, I am the Spectre of the Spirit Board.
We chose perfectly.
No, don't fall back asleep. You must still be dreaming. Wake up.
Does that sound implying that she slapped her? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hang on. Wake up. There we go. Slapped your ass.
Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Do it again.
Good.
Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay?
Still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. Hehe. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for.
I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. Can't even remember when I fell asleep.
Okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening.
Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio?
Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural.
Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? That's oddly specific.
The eventful childhood.
Huh. That sounds like it must have been tough.
Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. But you can pick up the manga that may explore that later on this year.
Good plug.
As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like the assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Bleh. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student.
Help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money.
Oh, you got it rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit.
I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this.
Did she always have that mole on her neck?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Like, my brain was like, is that different? What happened? Who touched you?
I have a mole?
The migrating mole, don't worry about it.
Wait, what if she's related to Richter Kai?
Ah, shit. Well, I think the implication is that she does work at the same agency.
Well, no, she works at the agency that Tsutsume used to work for.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But for now, let's head to school.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try?
Right. I do have it, but...
Yako.
Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back, I mean.
I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then...
Yeah. Whoa.
I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt.
Mio hasn't done an uwu phase. That needs to happen.
That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else.
Oh.
Don't make that face.
Don't make that face. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it?
Yako.
I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward.
Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point.
Right. Thank you, Mio.
Okay then, let's go.
Files updated.
Updated. Candy Shop Sonoya, an old-fashioned candy shop located on a street corner in Hanjo. It has been in Yako Sakazaki's family for 3 generations! On the weekends, you can spot Yako watching over the store, cooking manjayaki, and playing traditional tops and card games with the local children. Though
Delicious.
traditional candy shops are... What?
Oh, I was just gonna say monjayaki is delicious.
I don't think I've ever had
I gotta try that. What exactly is it?
I'm gonna look it up, but in the meantime, I'll let you continue.
Okay. Though traditional candy shops are known for selling cheap treats for kids, it is not uncommon to see these largely privately owned businesses become something more like general stores, selling food, drinks, utensils, and other daily necessities. Many families operate candy shops on the dirt ground floor of their home, known as a doma, with a space in the back where customers can eat monjayaki, as well as arcade games and capsule toy machines in the front. Such facilities make them attractive places for children to gather and play. However, the harsh reality is that traditional candy shops, which thrived during the period of high economic growth when many confectionery manufacturers entered the market, are experiencing a steady decline due to the rise of convenience stores and changes in children's interests and tastes.
Actually, a problem that is still very prevalent. Traditional candy shops, they're kind of experiencing a little bit more of a boon thanks to snack boxes. Because snack boxes like Boxu will often... This is not a sponsorship from Boxu, by the way. The companies like Boxu or... I forget the other ones. Sakurako, they'll team up with local candy shops and promote their products. But yeah, the classic candy shops like this, they are still struggling a little bit.
Aw.
Also, I looked up monjayaki. It basically sounds like it's okonomiyaki, but it uses different liquid ingredients.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Doesn't sound
It's
like a candy.
popular. Yeah, it's popular in the Kanto region. Let's see. I'm trying to read. The base of monjayaki is wheat flour and cabbage with additional ingredients like meat, seafood, or mentaiko added according to the diner's preference. However, additional dashi or water is added to the batter mixture, making it runnier than okonomiyaki. The consistency of cooked monjayaki is comparable to melted cheese.
Ooh.
And you eat it directly off the grill.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my god, I need that.
That I really want to try that now.
Walk, walk, walk.
Yako Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Komagata High School, front gates.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I thought it was unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen?
If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask.
Thanks.
This isn't good.
Huh? What happened?
Okay, don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something.
Okay.
Whoa.
What?
Oh.
Mr. Jonochi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds.
What?
They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. I don't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby.
What? There's no way! Why? Could it be? Because of the curse?
We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonochi's body was in the middle of the grounds. But his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high.
Ooh.
Wait, what? That's our curse.
We tried to curse him, but Mio stopped it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait! Bruise. Oh, hold on. I know Yako's curse is like, it drops you like you've fallen off a building. But my brain is thinking related to the Taiko. $10. Cause what do you do when you play Taiko?
You beat the shit out of the drum.
You beat the shit out of the drum.
Oh.
And that's
also at the top
one
of the tower. It could be another falling one, theoretically.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's
the
great.
only. That's one of the only curses that we haven't accounted for yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse.
You're saying someone used their curse on him last night?
Seems like it, doesn't it? Including you.
But that's so scary. Yeesh. So the curses really do kill people. And someone used it.
Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you?
Sorry.
Persons of interest updated. Kohei Jonouchi, sex male, occupation high school teacher, curse echo. Kohei is an English teacher and the homeroom teacher for Class 2C at Komagata High School. He was seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in a classroom late at night by Yako and Mio. His deceased body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. Kohei was an honor student and top of his class back in his high school days. The apple of his parents' eyes, he was placed under immense pressure to attend a first-rate university. The family's plans came to naught, however, when the pressure caused Kohei to sink into a deep depression and fail his entrance exam. Even at the university he was able to enter, Kohei struggled to keep up with his classes, leaving him a vain but wounded young man. Kohei never aspired to be a teacher, but figured it was the least he could do with his talents. He considered his students to be beneath him and largely looks down on them all.
That
So
didn't
really the only
change.
change was just noting that his body was discovered on the school
Oh,
grounds at
okay,
dawn.
yeah, that was it.
Yep.
Status dead F.
Yep.
L's in the chat. Okay.
I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda?
You're right. That's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night, too.
She must know something about Mr. Jonouchi. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh!
Hey,
Oh, Mio, wait for me.
Huh. So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus, I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know.
you. Also, wow, you're really pretty.
I was about to say, those eyes are really cool.
Yeah.
She owes you.
Oh, yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble.
She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms.
Huh. So that's what it was.
I'm sorry, she gave you an exorcism?
Yeah. The word...
Okay.
No, the word you're looking for is enema. Anyway.
That's not the asm word I was thinking of, but whatever.
All three options clear you right out. Anyway.
Yeah.
3 for 1 special.
One of those enchiladas, I guess. Oh.
It's like, I know this is the important thing. We gotta know more about that, right?
I gotta know more about
Yeah,
Mio's exorcism.
yeah.
What the fuck
Also,
was that
can we
about?
look around? No.
Is there like a 2 for 1 special, or?
Hey, tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit?
I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away.
Yep. Some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Memory problems.
Yeah.
I'm sure it must have been very hard.
Who's been having memory problems?
Yako couldn't remember when she fell asleep.
Oh, right. Well, she was also exhausted.
That's true. I might be jumping the gun there.
It's interesting though. Like, there is some potentially lost time there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too?
It is possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and child.
Wait, when she almost went into killer mode when she saw Jonouchi and this other girl, what if that was a possession? Is that possible?
Wait.
Assume-
Are you saying when Yako went into killer mode?
Yeah, do you remember when the two of you were arguing over whether or not we should use the curse on Jonouchi or not?
Right.
I just chalked that up to Yako being like, if I can gather soul dregs, I can use the rite of resurrection to resurrect my dead friend.
Okay.
So-
Right. That's what I was thinking, too.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the angle that I was seeing that at.
But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear.
So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus?
Quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance.
Huh. I love that Hitomi just looked right at the viewer for that.
There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not?
Hence why there's a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur.
I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Hitomi.
Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this.
Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either.
The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training.
I think I may pass.
I do like the Japanese trope of, like, juvenile delinquents being able to, like, see and speak with the dead.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, just thinking about Yu Yu Hakusho and all that.
Oh,
no.
man, she totally radiates Urameshi vibes.
She does.
I want to know more about the exorcism. That's an interesting topic. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio?
I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up all of a sudden saying she was going to exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out.
You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything?
You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results.
Huh, I guess that makes sense. Okay, that cleared it up.
All right, that
Jonouchi's
clears
death.
that up.
Did you hear about Mr. Jonouchi?
Heard about it? I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself.
What? You saw it happen?
Tell us about it. What happened exactly?
Don't really know myself. It was pitch black.
Oh.
Wait, no. That doesn't make sense. We already had the stone.
Wait.
Well, let's see what she has to say.
Yeah.
What I can tell you... It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out onto the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed... Ah! Somebody help me! Forgive me, Michio! Or something like that while he was running around.
Michio? He mentioned Michio?
Was there anyone else at all?
It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids.
Uh-oh.
I think I want to check real quick.
Okay.
Oh, it's not persons of interest. It's files and mysteries. Not braids.
Not
Okay.
in braids.
But wait, while you're here, go to the persons of interest. Go
looking at?
to Michio.
Yeah. How did she do her hair?
Yep, there you go.
And- yep.
Ah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
I didn't go out there to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there.
Oh.
Wait, you got something?
No, I was just saying, oh, looking at his body.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's nasty. His arms and legs
What?
broke without anything being done to him?
He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. Then he croaked. That's all I saw.
I see.
But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonouchi and killed him.
Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say.
We have arrived at the section where the new content warnings come into play. We will be displaying the relevant content warnings on the screen in a moment. If you wish to avoid the topics in question, please skip to the timecode listed below. Gotta know more about that.
Hitomi, last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonouchi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom?
You gonna tell the cops?
Oh, right, with everything that happened with Mr. Jonouchi. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him that night.
Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions.
I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway.
If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Jonouchi called me over here acting like he was going to attack me or something.
What? How terrible!
Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them.
Okay, yeah, that's
That
uncalled
asshole.
for.
Oh yeah, that asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me.
Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night?
It's hard to explain. Where to start?
Need to know!
What did you mean by Mr. Jonouchi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad?
You know Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself?
Huh? Michio?
I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school and make her do whatever he wanted.
What? Wait, what do you mean when you say whatever he wanted?
I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple model students like you would ever get involved in.
No way, that's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this?
Oh, I know how you feel, but try to calm down.
New theory.
Yeah,
When she
new
went
theory.
murderous, it was Michio. They just said possession happens with people you're close with. She didn't know it about what Jonouchi had been doing. Apparently Michio did. And when Michio was saying, not this shit again. Okay.
Yeah. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Jonouchi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone.
No. How terrible.
Hitomi, how do you know about this?
I just happened to walk in on it.
Oh God.
I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him asking what he was doing.
Walked in on it?
Couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret.
Michio, why?
She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft.
No.
Of course, Jonouchi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I could do about it now.
Hitomi, if you knew about it, then why didn't you?
You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did?
There's no point blaming Hitomi.
Michio, why? Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh, man,
Okay.
there's just more!
So we're definitely updating the trigger warning list for the replay.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I retract my previous stream self trying to say, "Hey, don't kill that guy." No, kill that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flashback. Flash. In
Yeah.
the editing, Ben, flashback to that moment in the stream where I'm like, "No, we can't kill that guy and kill him. Kill
Yeah.
this son of a bitch."
That bastard! He's at it again! I have to kill him.
Kill him. Kill
Yeah.
this son of a bitch.
Like, I had the sneaky suspicion that that's what he was doing. Suspicion confirmed, man.
I'll be honest, where I was on it is that was definitely being implied, which made me think it was a red herring and that it was something else.
Well,
I was wrong.
Well, I mean, they haven't explicitly said, like, but the fact that she specifically meant she said he broke her body and soul, that basically implies.
No, it's it's
Yeah.
pretty clear at this point. But
Yeah.
I thought when they were doing it, well, when they were talking about it, when saw the two in the classroom, I thought that was potentially a mislead. Like they were supposed to think that, but nope, it's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Dang.
Also, what's going on? What happened in the classroom last night? Can we find out?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that next.
Yeah. It's hard to explain. Where to start?
Oh,
Oh.
I guess that's where it loops.
okay.
Yeah. So now
Okay.
we gotta get that dirt on Michio.
Or Jonouchi's death.
Yeah.
Did you hear what the dirt was?
Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago.
Oh
For
God.
that long?
The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know.
There must be some reason.
Dunno, got nothing to do with me.
Shuichi. He saw. We still haven't figured out exactly what happened, but remember, Jonoichi told Richter Kai that he saw Michio with Harue's son.
That might have been the blackmail.
Right.
So
right.
he
And that was about how long ago was that?
About a year ago.
Yep. So
That'll
she
do it.
probably felt so guilty. Like, I don't think whatever involvement she had in it, I think she probably had to have felt like so guilty. And that would have that guilt would have radiated into every aspect of her life. Like her grades would have dropped. She would have become distant. Like, I mean, a kid died.
Yeah.
And $10, Jonoichi was like, "Hey, I'm going to tell the cops that you were involved with this." This is very reminiscent of what happens to a character in Higurashi. Not an exact one-to-one situation, but this mentality that like you don't need to talk to people, you just have to grin and bear like this situation that you've been dealt with. And it's like, no, you don't have to grin and bear it. Like you need to tell people like you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you can't tell your parents, you can tell your friends, or tell somebody that you trust. But like, never feel like you have to shoulder that on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, John Ouchi's death.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you tell that story to the police?
Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways.
Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right?
Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. But he died just the other day.
Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that.
Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off.
You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit.
Huh? It wasn't?
Yeah, that was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you.
That's all I know about that asshole's death.
Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something.
Hmm?
The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonouchi died. It sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen from high up.
Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so. The curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the Spirit Board said, then Michio died in an accident.
Oh, right. Oh, there is more about Jonouchi's death.
What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonouchi. She did have a reason to hate him after all.
No way. You mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real?
Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets.
Huh. Wonder if that's what happened.
Alright, then supposing what the Spirit Board said is true and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation.
I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. Okay. So, last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks, so he was the only one I could talk to.
Huh. So there was someone like that with the police.
Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me she was like me when she was my age and that she was on my side.
It must have been a terrible loss for her, too.
Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died.
Oh no.
Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over there like usual. But something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something.
Worried about something?
Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual.
A favor? What kind of favor?
He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him.
A talisman?
Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'd take it. I have it with me now. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiraishi had that looked like this one.
Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this?
Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had, like, a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject.
A talisman that Michio had.
He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said.
Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about?
I know things at home were a little complicated.
From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonouchi was doing to her. Hard to talk with the cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either.
Michio. What was it that had such a strong grip on you?
So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him.
Special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you.
Hell if I know. When I looked inside it, there was just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood.
So you've seen inside it.
But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he'd have to be serious about it.
Oh, and since he died right after that...
Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know, he probably thought that something was going to happen to him.
Nakagoshi?
Do you know him, Mio?
No, I've just heard the name. I think...
So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least.
I think I remember that name.
I realized I read that name wrong. It was supposed to be more like, I think I've heard the name. Not like, I don't know. Blah.
Where is it?
Yeah, no worries. It happens.
There we go. Yes!
Oh, yep.
The current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuryu Nakagoshi.
Yes. He's the
He
guy
told me?
who is replaced by a bird.
Yes.
He told me if anything happens to me, go to the bird.
Basically, that's what he told her.
He has the word.
If you're
And
wondering what
bird
the
is
bird
the
looks
word.
like, hold on. He's right here. Okay.
Amazing.
Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request.
Me.
Yeah?
Talisman. Would you mind if I had a look at it?
Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me.
Oh, okay. So, last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had.
Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now, come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for secret meetings before.
Yuck. I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in.
So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night. But nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily.
What? Were you okay?
Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Joe Nuuchi was freaking out.
Oh, good thing you got away.
So it's really all thanks to you two that I got away. But I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and Old Man Ashima talking, and then Mio showed up.
Oh, you did?
That's also why I saw Joe Nuuchi come back outside and bite it.
I see. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman.
And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman.
Sure. Thank you, Hitomi.
Oh, if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman,
We'll be sure to let you know.
thanks.
Oh, can we get your contact info? Where can we normally find you?
Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number.
Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And,
What is it?
you're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore.
Just shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay?
Thanks. We'll be careful.
That is the face she was making.
Yeah.
So Yako, we can never tell her that you almost killed her.
Yeah, basically.
We gotta keep that a secret. We gotta keep that a secret.
Don't you tell anybody. Don't you tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
This is turning into a murder mystery ASMR.
All right, then.
We gotta.
We gotta get the cables out.
Okay. Whew.
We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Junucci was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact.
Multiple? You think so?
Mm-hmm. The curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Junucci seemed to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were... Mr. Junucci, Itomi, and Old Man Hashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it would be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids.
From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonoichi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why it was killed.
Right. That's why I say there are multiple.
Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. Jonoichi would have to be one, too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or Old Man Ashimiya?
Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonoichi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but...
Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night.
You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection.
So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but...
As for what to do now... I'd like to find who is responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off, and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source.
Huh. That makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly?
We'll need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him.
Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school is closed. I wonder where he could be.
Let's try heading someplace someone may know where he is.
Where to go then? Haha.
A coffee shop.
Ooh.
Either a candy shop or a coffee shop.
Well, the candy shop
Candy
is
shop's
home base.
Sonoya.
As much as I'd like to keep doing this, it is getting close to 11. We've gone late
It
tonight.
is.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is starting to get real good though.
Aw, man.
Yeah, this was a rough one. Definitely going to need to do some
Yeah.
work on the replay of this, but I can't wait to find out more of what's going on.
I swore I thought that the trigger warnings weren't going to be too bad this episode. I was wrong.
all
in
good.
fairness, it was me who was like, no, I want to keep going. And then we jumped into it and it was like, oh no.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Guys, tell me, where can people find you on the internet?
Okay, I'll start. You can find everything that I do at KelciDCrawford.com. That's KelciD Crawford.com. That has links to all of my websites, including my webcomics like The Legend of Jamie Roberts, the story of a genderqueer pirate and their two best friends treasure hunting in a land full of dragons and why that's a bad idea. So, again, if you want to check out everything that I do, that is at KelciDCrawford.com.
And Chloe.
Nice. All right. I can't top that awesome little rap, but you can find me. You can find me haunting. You can find me at Blue Sky under the username Cocomomo. You can find me on Tumblr not Tumblr, sorry. You can find me on Pillowfort and Instagram at cocomomoart. You can find me on Tumblr at Purple Paws.
And you can find me at BWHComics.com. I'm also at BWHComics on Instagram, Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube. You can also find my Weeb Comic Cospain and Weeb Comic about cosplay and convention craziness over at cosplayandcomic.com. So, that is going to wrap things up for us this week. Thank you very much for joining us. And until next time, rock on, guys, and never stop drawing.
It's time to say that you are awesome. Woo.
Out for each other, guys. And don't ever be afraid to, if you're ever in trouble, talk to your friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good message to end on.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.